On this episode of Quick Warfare News, Israel is hitting Lebanon, which is pushing tensions against our ceasefire. Let's check it out on ABC World News Tonight with David Moore.
We begin tonight here with the breaking news, the U.S. and Iran, and tonight the White House acknowledging
He
this
looks
is
like
a
Jake
fragile
Gyllenhaal,
ceasefire,
just
and it's
less
already
beat up.
being tested tonight.
Handsome man
Just
right
hours
here.
after President Trump announced the 2-week ceasefire, Iran then saying it had closed the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, man.
The White House had demanded Iran open the critical passageway.
Lebanon was not part of the deal,
blocking oil
but
tankers from going
Iran
through as
likes
Israel
them, so
unleashed
bombing
a
was not really
sprawling
helping.
attack on Lebanon. President Trump saying
Jesus.
Lebanon is not included in this
Wow.
ceasefire deal, calling it, quote, a separate skirmish. Tonight, a gallon of
And they're
gas in the
hitting
U.S. now at
civilians,
$4.16 a
civilian
gallon,
areas,
up
infrastructure.
$1.22 since this war began, and the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. So what next? Mary Bruce leads us off from the White House.
Scary.
The White House says the, quote, fragile ceasefire with Iran is holding, but tonight
Yeah, it
President
is
Trump's
holding,
key
but
condition
man.
remains unmet. Iran refusing to reopen traffic through the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, they need to open
Still,
traffic
Vice
back up.
President J.D. Vance, who is now leading negotiations, insists, quote, fundamentally, we're in a good spot.
No ceasefire ever goes without a little bit of choppiness.
He's not wrong.
Iran says it will not reopen the strait because they say the U.S. has gone back on what they claim was a key element of the truce, that
No, we
Israel
haven't.
would stop bombarding Iranian-backed Hezbollah
We're not in
targets
charge of
in
Israel,
Lebanon.
we're in charge of us, so talk to Israel about that,
Today,
Iran.
Israel unleashing a sprawling barrage of more than
We're not
100
controlling
attacks
them.
on the Lebanese capital Beirut, the most since the war began, killing at least 180 people. More than
That's
1.2
always
million
sad,
people
the loss of
displaced
life.
in the conflict. Iran's
Unfortunate.
foreign minister declaring the world sees the massacres in Lebanon. The ball is in the U.S. court, and the world is watching whether it will
Let's
act
see
on
what
its
happens.
commitments. But Vance today saying Lebanon was never part of
Yeah,
the ceasefire
it wasn't
deal.
part of the deal,
I
sorry.
think this comes from a legitimate misunderstanding. I think the Iranians thought that the ceasefire included Lebanon, and it just didn't. We never made that promise. We never indicated that was going to be the case.
One thing is clear, Iran still controls the strait. Before the war, ships could pass through free of charge. But President Trump now telling our John Carl
my.
the U.S. and Iran could work together one
Yeah,
day
that would be
to
nice, but we're out of time here on Quick Warfare News. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps us get in the algorithm. Keep feeding the algorithm. As well as check out our store. You don't gotta buy something, but you can at least have a laugh at some of my funny shirt designs. See y'all next time on Quick Warfare News. Ciao.